Yo, what is up guys, it's your girl Bex and welcome back to the race rundown following on from the final race in Zandvoort. Goodbye Dutch Grand Prix, we will miss you. So before we even start, we had a couple of racers that were not with us this past weekend. We had Isaac Kadjar out of the Dutch Grand Prix with Liam Lawson replacing him, and welcome back Mr. Yuki Tsunoda to race for the Racing Bulls in Zandvoort. So with that aligned, let's hop straight into it, shall we? What an absolutely chaotic weekend that was. As we say farewell to Zandvoort, lights out and away we go. George covers off Oscar really well, however makes space for our front runners Kimi Antonelli and Lando Norris. So Verstappen then passes Lawson, but as we all know, ends up in the wall on lap 2, with Gabriel Bortoleto also going for a nice little spin and Hulkenberg nearly taking him out, which was crazy to watch on the replays. So then we had a red flag, obviously, because Max decided to end his final home race early. Then we had an extra formation lap because Ollie's car decided to break. So Ollie at this point is out, Max is also out. Antonelli and Norris off the line on the restart. What an epic battle that was, with not much really happening after that, with Russell pitting for some new rubber on lap 18. Oscar then pits on lap 19, but it's slow with a 5.4 second stop and comes out behind George. Lindblad performs amazingly as always, and I've written here, good to see you back, Yuki. Not only are we back from the summer break, but we're seeing some old faces. Lap 34, Leclerc and Piastri. Charles just about keeps his front wing in that process, with Lewis then going around Oscar as well. Antonelli on the radio struggling with tyres, and lap 53 brings him under attack from Norris, and Norris passes with what looks like ease. I don't want to speak too soon when it comes to the performance of the current reigning world champion for the second half. However, he said it himself, the race is on, so we will see how that goes. Lap 55, Ocon out, and a virtual safety car leads to a double stack from Ferrari. Antonelli in as well for softs at this point. Lap 66, we are then met with the first team orders following on from the summer season break, with George told to allow Antonelli through. At this point, the sport is cooked and we should all just go home. That should not have happened. Antonelli was not going to be fighting for the win at that point. He was not going to catch up with Lando, and they should have just left it. I really don't know why they decided to do team orders. Good for George for asking that question, but the fact that he complied, I know obviously it's a team sport, etc, but if I was that close, I wouldn't have switched. But anyway, lap 72, George versus Lewis, but no passing, and that leads us to Lando obviously winning. The final race in Zandvoort, besides a couple crashes and stuff, not really a lot going on. Now, I know what you're saying, but Bex, what about everything else? Well, they asked over the course of this weekend, Mr. Charles Leclerc, how his life will be changing at the moment. And I feel like he hinted to becoming a dad, but he hasn't outright said it. Obviously, over the summer break, there has been pictures of them on a yacht with Leo, and pictures of them, you know, having lovely time off and spending some time together, quality time, etc. And obviously we can see the baby bump. It has not been confirmed by either of them, but Charles kind of gave us a confirmation this past weekend by saying that his life is going to change a lot towards the end of this year, and not just in terms of Formula One. So I think that's about as much confirmation as we're probably going to get. And for that, congratulations to the both of you. Again, you're never going to hear this, but congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. Leclerc. Charles, best of luck, bud. You thought driving a Formula One car was going to be hard. Having children, from what I've seen of friends of mine that have children, is going to be a whole nother ball game. So best of luck. So that's that sort of little bit of silly season. Then we had the signings that took place over the course of the summer break. We had Alex Albon re-signing with Williams for just 1 year for 2027. So he's there until the 2028 season. Someone else that has signed with Williams for a multi-year contract is Carlos Sainz. So he must be seeing something in the team that everyone else is not. And then the signing that damn near broke my Instagram feed. Max Verstappen extending his contract with Red Bull Racing. No outline of how long the contract is for, but he's extended his contract with the team. So, clearly, he sees something that we don't. And has anyone performed a welfare check on Toto? Has anybody checked on Toto? Is he okay? George is probably the most relieved person in the world. He got engaged. Congrats to George. And he got to keep his Formula One seat. He's got a wedding to pay for, ladies and gents. So him and Alex have both got weddings to pay for. So this is a good thing that they both have contracts. And the ring, by the way. Whew! Carmen, that ring, girlfriend. My God, how can you lift your hand up off the table to do anything? That rock is massive. Fair play to you. Fair play to George. Congratulations. Another Formula One wedding. Cannot wait to see the photos, because no doubt there'll be paparazzi everywhere. So really, now the whole Twitch squad are pretty much either engaged, in a relationship, or married, apart from Lando. He's just lone wolfing it out here, ladies and gentlemen. He is just lone wolfing it. Lord knows why. He'll find someone eventually, I bet, but just not right now. More things that we had over the summer season. We had more pictures of both Kim and Lewis. Lewis went to the set of All's Fair Season 2. And they went on holidays together, and Chloe's been posting pictures with them, and Kim's been posting pictures. And it's nice to see a healthy relationship. I like that it's just family photos and things, and it's not overly coupley. And Lewis looks really happy, and Kim looks really happy, and the kids look really happy, and everyone just looks happy. So, love them. Their relationship is, as always, coming under a lot of scrutiny, but I'm happy for them. I'm happy for them. So all in all the Formula One drivers are very, very happy at the moment. Everyone is in their places. Everyone has relationships and whatnot. So yeah, everyone is nice and happy. In the meantime, obviously Zandvoort is now off the calendar. We do not have the excitement of Max at a home race for the foreseeable future, at least. The next race on our schedule is the 4th to the 6th of September, the Italian Grand Prix. In the meantime, I've been your girl Bex, this has been the Race Rundown, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!